Explore MN to enter for your chance to win Game Day Getaway Sweepstakes. Presented by Explore Minnesota. One lucky winner will receive 4 tickets to the games on July 21st and 22nd in Minneapolis, 2 nights of hotel accommodations, and a $1,500 Visa gift card. Don't wait. The sweepstakes ends May 29th. No purchase necessary. See brewers.com/ExploreMN for official rules.
From those with no experience to firearms enthusiasts, all are welcome at Mission 94 Firearms Education Center. The staff is deeply committed to providing a welcoming and engaging environment for everyone at every level. Learn the right way to handle firearms, level up your skills, and experience replica firearms from different historical eras while learning about their role in protecting our freedoms throughout history. Visit veteran-owned and managed Mission 94 in Kenosha today. Check out the 5-star reviews. Just Google Mission 94.
Are you an HVAC service tech with 5 years or more of experience? Ready to take your career to the next level? Steamfitters Local 601 offers customized training programs designed to help you advance, earn higher pay, and enjoy better benefits. With a clear path to success, you'll get the skills you need for a brighter future. Don't wait. Contact Steamfitters Local 601 today and start your journey toward a rewarding career with more opportunities. Visit steam601.org to learn more. Steamfitters Local 601, keepers of the craft, powering Wisconsin.
The Brewers On Deck pregame show is brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Need a quick clean? Tsunami Express has you covered. Wash, chill, repeat.
Back with you on the On Deck show, built by Menards. Brewers and Red Sox on this Memorial Day, getting set for the first of a 3-game series. Chad Patrick's on the mound for the Crew. Left-hander Garrett Crochet goes for the Red Sox. You do make a move today. DL Hall is back. Logan, kind of the odd man out, gets sent down, but good to have DL back and have some length in that bullpen with him and Ashby, guys that can give you multiple innings if you need them to.
Yeah. The amount of people, men and women, represent us and go forward and fight for our freedom. And I think it's kind of assumed, and I think we need to educate our young people. And I'm glad Major League Baseball continues to do this and support Memorial Day the way it does, and make it special, make it stand out, because it is a significant time.
Murph, we appreciate it. Best of luck against the Red Sox today.
Thanks so much, Lane.
Pat Murphy with us here on the On Deck show, built by Menards. We are back with more after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
Save big and complete your project with Masterforce Outdoor Power Tools at Menards. From lawnmowers and leaf blowers to string trimmers and pressure washers, Masterforce has everything to get the job done right. Easily take on your outdoor cleaning projects with Masterforce electric pressure washers. They have the power you need to make short work of any job. Save big on Masterforce electric pressure washers. And check out our weekly flyer for more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Who's looking for a better deal? Well, Cousin Sub's $10 meal deals just got better. Available online only. Order your 7.5-inch meal deal today and upgrade it with a large fountain beverage, large fry, regular shake, or regular Wisconsin cheese curds. Prices vary by item from $1 to $2 a piece. Make it better and make it your own way. Now that's a better deal. For further details or to order, go to cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. Available online at participating locations only. Offer subject to change without notice.
What if a customer slips and falls on your property? What if sparks from an employee's grinder cause a house fire on your job site? Unexpected things happen every day. But you can make sure your business doesn't get hurt with a carefully crafted general liability policy from West Bend. Be sure your independent agent understands your business. Because at West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Memorial Day baseball. It's the Brewers and the Boston Red Sox coming your way from American Family Field. Back on the On Deck Show, built by Menards, and today's injury report is presented by the Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Well, the Brewers getting DL Hall back finally this season, as Pat Murphy just discussed. After missing really just about the first 2 months of the season, he'll be available in the bullpen today. The counter move, Logan Henderson, optioned back. And I know he's been so great in his starts with the Crew thus far this year, but Pat Murphy saying to the media they wanted to keep him on his regular turn. Might have missed one with Quintana close to coming back to the Major League, so he'll pitch with AAA Nashville. Keys to the game presented by Toyota. Visit your local Wisconsin Toyota dealer to check out Toyota's incredible lineup, like the all-new Tacoma, Grand Highlander, and RAV4. Toyota, let's go places. Now the Brewers are going to have to try to scratch some runs together against one of the best left-handed pitchers in baseball in Garrett Crochet. They've got a very right-handed heavy lineup that'll get you in a few minutes. But no Yelich, no Terang, no Frelick, the lefties against Crochet. When we come back, we'll visit with today's starting pitcher, Chad Patrick. You're listening to the Brewers Radio Network.
Discover your new favorite city, Milwaukee. Catch a sunrise over Lake Michigan. Sip your way through craft breweries. And dive into a dining scene that's turning heads. From museums and music to thrilling sports teams and buzzing nightlife, Milwaukee delivers all season long. Good things are always brewing on the Fresh Coast. The expert guides at visitmilwaukee.org have everything you need to fully plan every detail. Whatever it is you'd like to do in Milwaukee. Plan your trip today at visitmilwaukee.org.
Medicare loses about $60 billion annually to fraud, errors, and abuse. June 2nd through the 8th is Medicare Fraud Prevention Week, focusing on the actions everyone can take to prevent, detect, and report Medicare fraud. Learn more by liking and following Wisconsin Senior Medicare Patrol on Facebook. Then visit our website, smpwi.org. For information and advice, remember, Wisconsin Senior Medicare Patrol.
Hey Milwaukee, are you looking for a win? Try Unleaded 88. Unleaded 88 is available at lots of Wisconsin gas stations. It's cheaper than regular fuel, and it's better for your engine. Unleaded 88 is grown and produced by Wisconsin farmers. When you fill up with Unleaded 88, you save money, reduce pollution, get a cleaner engine, and you support local farmers. That's a win for all of us. Learn more at wibiofuels.org.
Memorial Day Monday, back on the On Deck Show, built by Menards. The Brewers and the Red Sox are coming up, and we welcome on our pregame guest. He's today's starting pitcher for the Crew, and he's been one of the best rookies in the National League thus far this season, Chad Patrick, who gets the ball today. Good to see you, Chad. It feels like it was forever ago when we first chatted. It was right after your first starts, and now, these couple of months later, does that feel like a lifetime ago?
Yeah, honestly, I was just looking at the schedule. I couldn't even believe that we're already 2 months in. It's been a crazy year so far, and feels like we're just getting started.
We still have to call you rookie, but do you feel like a rookie still? Or now that you've had these 10 starts, does that make you feel like, no, I'm up here, I'm established?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I still think I'm a rookie with just like a type of veteran presence, maybe. Try to stay out of the veterans' way and stuff like that, but yeah, I still feel that way.
Let me ask you about the adjustment game, because everybody always talks about when a rookie does come up to the major leagues, you get a couple of starts before the league starts adjusting to you, and then vice versa, you have to readjust to them. Where are you in all that process right now? The adjustments that batters are making against you, and then you got to counter.
Yeah, I think we ran into this issue against the Twins in the first inning and the second one. Just, you got to go out there and stick with your strengths still, but also, like, they're making an adjustment, so why can't I type of mentality. And, you kind of see where everything's going during the game, and then you go from there.
Chad Patrick, our guest. He's the starter today for the Brewers. We're on the On Deck Show, built by Menards. Your velocity in that start against the Orioles the other day was about as good as we've seen. In that fourth inning, when you were really having to battle, you were hitting 95, 96 consistently with the fastball. How's your arm feel? I mean, is it about as loose as it's been for you?
Yeah. I happened to look up and see a couple 95s, and then I saw the 96, and I was like, whoa. I didn't know that was going to come up there. I'd been getting chirped a little bit by some guys in the clubhouse on if I was ever going to hit 96, and I saw that, and I was like, all right, I got it in me. And then kind of just, I felt like the next couple innings of still hitting it, but arm feels good. I think it's just more of these consistent days of just getting in a good routine, good work ethic in the gym, recovery. All these things go into being ready for that next start, and it's been paying off well.
Memorial Day, you get the ball. What does that mean to you? Memorial Day and baseball, for me, always kind of go hand in hand, but is that a special outing for you to get the call today?
Yeah, I think that, it's going to be a special day. I mean, I got to pitch on Mother's Day. That was very special for me, and then Memorial Day is just another special day for America, I feel like. So, both my grandpas were, I believe, Navy and Army. So, my one grandpa passed away, and then the other one's going to come on Monday, so it's going to be pretty cool.
Great stuff. Well, it's always good to catch up with you, Chad. Thanks so much, and we wish you continued success here.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Brewers starting pitcher Chad Patrick joining us. It's the Brewers and the Red Sox coming up. More of the On Deck Show, built by Menards, after this. I'll get you the starting lineups. You're listening to the Brewers Radio Network.
Want to stay up to date with the crew?
And he walked in a run. Back-to-back walks after walking McCutchen on 4 pitches.
Tune in to Brewers Extra Innings with Dominic Cotroneo after every game.
Freddie Peralta isn't able to get past the 5th inning against the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is your guy. You can't walk 3 guys against Pittsburgh and expect your bullpen to bail you out. It's just not sustainable.
Or listen anytime on the Brewers All Access podcast feed. We are your home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We will wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all dirty. I always felt like if you didn't get dirty in a baseball game, you kind of didn't really play that day. So I had my pine tar there, a little dirt in the front side of it, but the brown and orange, really cool cleats. All the fans really enjoyed it as much as the players did.
What a gorgeous day. The sun is shining brightly with the roof opened, and the starting lineups are brought to you by Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now, supporting Wisconsin's critical infrastructure. Visit WIIN at wisconsininfrastructure.com. It's our first look this year at the Red Sox, managed by Alex Cora. He'll face our pregame guest, Chad Patrick, with this lineup. Jarren Duran, an all-star last year, and one of the best again in the American League this season. He's in the leadoff spot in left field. Speaking of one of the best in the American League, Rafael Devers, the designated hitter, batting second. Then you've got some rookies. Carlos Narvaez, the catcher, bats third. Christian Campbell, very highly touted rookie, in center field, cleaning up. Wilyer Abreu is the right fielder. He's batting fifth. And another rookie who just got called up this weekend, one of the top prospects in the sport, Marcelo Mayer, the third baseman, hitting sixth. Shortstop is Trevor Story, finally healthy this season. He bats 7th. A former Brewer, Abraham Toro, is the first baseman, hitting 8th. And David Hamilton, the speedy second baseman, was a Brewers draft choice. He bats 9th against Chad Patrick. Meanwhile, as we've discussed, Garrett Crochet, the ace of Boston, gets the ball against these 9 for Pat Murphy. And as I mentioned in the keys, they're going to do it with a very right-handed, heavy-looking lineup. Jackson Chorio in the leadoff spot again in center. And Isaac Collins moves up to the 2 spot. He's in left. The designated hitter is William Contreras. He bats 3rd, and Reese Hoskins in the cleanup spot for a second straight day as the first baseman. Then you got Daz Cameron making his first start in a couple of weeks just about. He'll be the right fielder batting 5th. Caleb Durbin moves up to the 6th spot, and he's the 3rd baseman. Eric Haas will do the catching this afternoon and bat 7th. Joey Ortiz, the shortstop, is hitting 8th. And Andra Monasterio giving Bryce Terang the afternoon off at second base. Rounding out the order against Crochet. No Yelich. I mentioned no Terang, also no Frelick. The umpires, presented by Cannon and Dunphy. James Jean is behind the plate. Adam Hammery is the first base umpire. Nestor Ceja at second base and the crew chief. DJ Rayburn in the rocking chair. Since 1985, Cannon and Dunphy has been leading the way, recovering over $1 billion for clients for fairness on the field and justice off it. Trust Cannon and Dunphy. What a day for baseball. The Brewers and the Red Sox. More from Lane on the On Deck Show, built by Menards after this. Right here on the Brewers Radio Network.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Brewers fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the ball, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Brewers fans. That means at game time, you should do less scrolling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode. Because game day is for cheering on the Brew Crew with your crew. US Cellular, built for us.
Sip into a flawless summer. Hey, it's KBN's Brad Nortman. Let carbless, ready-to-drink cocktails be your passport to pool parties, patio hangouts, cookouts, and pure summer bliss. Carbless is here to spark a summer of flavor and fun. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, just 100 calories, and of course, all the good vibes. From fruity flavors to refreshing fizz, Carbless stands out in
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
What is something that you snack on
that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. Just toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green. You are an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
It is gorgeous in Milwaukee on Memorial Day. Hope you've had a great, happy, healthy Memorial Day weekend, wherever you might be tuned in. Josh Maurer and Lane Grindle back with you at American Family Field. This will be game 1 of this quick 3-game homestand, with the Boston Red Sox making only their 4th trip here since the Brewers left the American League, if you can believe that. In the last 28 years, this is only the 4th time the Boston Red Sox have come to Milwaukee. Let's wrap up the On Deck Show built by Menards with a roof update brought to you by Big Fish Contracting. The roof is open, the panels are open, the sun is shining brightly, and the temperatures are right around 60 degrees. With decades of experience providing roofing, siding, and windows, visit BigFishContracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry. Chad Patrick, our pregame guest here on the On Deck Show, leads the Brewers out of the dugout and onto the diamond. It's going to be the 11th start of his major league career. You heard him talk about how he's got grandparents who were servicemen. So he is excited to get to pitch on Memorial Day. Let's take a drive around the league and preview the Central Division action. Brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors, building Wisconsin together. Just about to get underway at Wrigley. It is the Cubs and the worst team in baseball, the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies, I'm not just being mean, they are 9-44 as they go to take on the first-place Cubs, Jameson Taillon for Chicago, which has won 4 straight series. It'll be the red-hot Cardinals visiting the Orioles at 2:05 Central. Eric Fetty against Charlie Morton. Cardinals just swept the Diamondbacks. They've won 16 of their last 20 ball games, only 2 games behind the Cubs in the Central. Reds are at the Royals at 3:10 Central. Nick Martinez for Terry Francona's team against Michael Lorenzen of Kansas City. Cincinnati's lost 4 of 5, including dropping the series at home to the Cubs. That was over the weekend. And the Pirates will go to Arizona, 7:10 Central for Game 1, so that's the only night game in the division. We just saw the Pirates, of course, the Brewers splitting 4 games there. Andrew Heaney is on the bump. Chad Patrick gets the start for the Brewers here this afternoon, and we can't wait to get it going. Happy holidays to everybody tuned in, and for the play-by-play, here's my partner, Lane Grindle.
All right, and for the record, I didn't think that was mean. It was just factual. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. That is brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. You can visit them today at Boucher.com. So excited for this matchup this afternoon and for this 3-game series. Brewers back at home against the Red Sox Memorial Day afternoon. It could not be more beautiful as we look down on the field. Sun splashing at American Family. And the pitch to Jaron Duran is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. We are underway here this afternoon. Got underway 1 minute late at 1:11 p.m. 62 beautiful degrees in Milwaukee. The 0-1 pitch to Duran is a liner foul up the first base line. And it's quickly 0-2 on Duran. Big day yesterday for Duran. He went 4 for 5 in that loss for the Red Sox. An all-star a season ago, hitting .279 on the year with 4 home runs and 33 driven in for the left-handed hitter. Patrick out of the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Missed up and away. That was the sinker that time from Patrick. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Quite a few lefties in this lineup for Boston. 1-2 pitch, missed away. And it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Devers in the on-deck circle, another lefty. You got Abreu, Mayer, David Hamilton hitting in the 9 spot. A lefty. 2-2. This is hit pretty well. Right center field, but playable. Jackson Chourio back into his left, a few steps shy of the warning track there to make the catch. And there's 1 out here in the top of the first inning. First pitch of Brewers baseball brought to you by Carbliss. Premium cocktails in a can. Enjoy every pitch at AmFam Field and find Carbliss right here inside the stadium. Carbliss, Liss is more. So here is Rafael Devers. He has been in the headlines a lot over the course of this season for the Red Sox. Designated hitter. First pitch brought home is popped up back our way and out of play above our heads and into the third deck. And it's 0-1 on Devers. Devers not at third base. Don't ask him to play first base. He is the designated hitter for Boston right now. Open stance in the back of the box in the pitch. That missed down and away with a changeup, and it's 1-1 on Devers. Hitting .291. He had a slow start to the year, but he's been pretty much red hot from about week 2 of the season on. He's got 12 home runs and 48 driven in. Very talented hitter. Cutter missed up and away. And it goes to 2-1 on Devers. Brewers took 2 out of 3 last year in Boston against the Red Sox, right around this same time of the year. It was late May when the Brewers were in Boston. Two balls and 1 strike on Devers. Patrick working out of the windup brings home the 2-1, and that is a rocket foul up the first base line. And the ball boys having a really tough top of the first inning down that first base line, Josh. Tried to make a play on that one. Now that was a hard ground ball in foul territory. He went end over end. Helmet came flying off.
Yeah.
Tried to make a play earlier on a Duran liner. 0 for 2 so far. Very high level of difficulty, though. 2-2 is high, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That was the kind of fall, though, for the ball boy down that right field line where you might find tape out there tomorrow. 3-2 pitch. He is fouled back into the net, and it stays at 3-2. James Jean is the home plate umpire. Adam Hammery at first base. Nestor Ceja at second base. The crew chief, DJ Rayburn, he is at third for this one here this afternoon. Patrick out of the windup brings home the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled straight back into the net again. Devers putting together a good at bat. For Chad Patrick, he's making his 11th start, his 12th appearance overall on the season. He's been very consistent for the crew. 2-4 with a 3.23 ERA. 3-2 pitch is chopped foul at the plate. And we'll do it again at 3-2. It'll be at least 9 pitches in this battle between Patrick and Devers. Chad has given up 3 or less in every outing this year. He's been a model of consistency and exactly what the Brewers have needed to help stabilize this rotation in the first 2 months of the year. 3-2, got him looking. 2-seam fastball at the bottom of the zone. It's an ortho ASAP strikeout of Rafael Devers. And there's 2 away for Carlos Narvaez. Narvaez has a 7-game hitting streak coming into this afternoon. Played in 39 games so far for the Red Sox. .299 average, 5 home runs, 17 driven in. And the first pitch to him, a strike on the outside edge with a sinker. It's 0-1. Patrick out of the windup. 0-1 delivery. Is a fly ball right center field. Churio coming in, and to his left he calls off Daz Cameron. Sunglasses on, reaches up, pulls it out of the sky, and the inning is over. It's a 1-2-3 first inning for Chad Patrick. We go to the bottom of the first. It is the Red Sox 0 and the Brewers.
And if you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. You know, and I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson. And that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
The first inning is brought to you by Lakeland University, your first choice for a flexible, career-focused education on your schedule. Lakeland University, experience it your way.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score, Brewers and the Red Sox. And Jackson Churro to lead things off for the Brewers. Our quick trip around the bases presented this month by Ferrero. And today's contestant in the quick trip around the bases is Cheyenne Reyes from Randolph. Garrett Crochet, first pitch to Jackson Churro. Driven left center. See you later. Jackson Churro ignites the crowd at American Family Field with a leadoff home run in the bottom of the first, his 8th of the season. It was a no-doubter. Fastball at 96, and he sent it right back out where it came from at 106. Here's Isaac Collins, a ground ball foul up the third base line. It's 0-1. Wow! Welcome to Milwaukee, Garrett Crochet. 0-1 pitch. Collins takes a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. $100 to Hunger Task Force Milwaukee, courtesy of Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, making a difference to fight hunger in our community. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. A swing and a miss at the breaking ball down below the zone. Collins strikes out. And there's one away for William Contreras. Didn't even get to tell Cheyenne what she would win. And she did win a $100 Quick Trip gift card, compliments of Ferrero and Quick Trip. She didn't have to wait long for that one. 1-0 Crew. Here's Contreras. Crochet brings home the pitch. It's a swing and a miss at a fastball at 96. It's 0-1. Crochet has been a good one. He's been everything the Red Sox hoped for when they traded for him in the offseason. 0-1, swing and a miss at a fastball, and it's 0-2. He's also been an innings eater, and the Red Sox trying to back off that maybe a little bit here of late. 0-2 pitch. He is fouled back and out of play. And it stays at 0-2 on Contreras. They lifted him after just 85 pitches in his last start. He's amongst the league leaders in innings pitched this year. 0-2 is low with a sweeper, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. But trying to manage a guy that only threw 146 innings last year in the big leagues. 1-2 to Contreras is low, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. and trying to make sure they have him available for the entirety of the season. 2-2, swing and a miss. Cut fastball away, and Contreras strikes out. And it's back-to-back strikeouts for Crochet after surrendering the leadoff home run to Churio. 2 away now for the cleanup hitter Rhys Hoskins. Cleanup hitting home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. Hoskins takes a strike on the outside edge. And it's 0-1 on Rhys. Crochet, a 1.98 ERA coming into this start. A 1 pitch is lined down the left field line, hooking foul and out of play. And it's 0-2 on Rhys. He got a cutter inner half, and Rhys turned on it. What a way to start this game, though, for the Crew and Jackson Churio. 0-2 pitch. Hoskins takes a changeup down and away, and it's 1-2. You see some starting pitchers that have had a lot of success, and sometimes you're like, unless you're in the box, you maybe don't totally understand it. That's not the case with Crochet. 1-2 is outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. You can watch him throw 2 or 3 pitches, and you go, yeah, I know why he's a challenge. He's got a lot of arms and legs coming at you. Big, tall left-hander, good velo, tough arm slot. 2-2. Missed in. And Rhys has worked the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Reminds you a little bit of Tarek Skubal, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a good call. 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Foul territory. That'll get out of play first base side. And it'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Rhys Hoskins, hitting .288, 7 home runs, 29 driven in on the year for Rhys. He has put together a great start to his 2025 campaign. .3-2 pitch. Liner into center. That's down for a base hit for Rhys Hoskins. Brewers with some good swings against Crochet. Got a sinker away at 97, and he lined it right back up the middle off the end of the bat. And that'll get Daz Cameron to the plate. Brewers going exclusively right-handed with their lineup here today against the lefty Crochet. You got Isaac Collins, a switch hitter, hitting in the 2-hole. Otherwise, all righties. First pitch to Cameron is popped up. This one on the right side of the infield. Second baseman David Hamilton underneath of it makes the catch. And the inning is over. But the Brewers get on the board on the solo blast from Jackson Churio to lead off this game. We go to the second inning. 1-0 Crew on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
Usingers has been making America's finest sausage for over 100.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
Oppo Taco.
I'm gonna guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a
home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one. A hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack. You know, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
for the Red Sox. 1-0 Crew. On this Memorial Day afternoon, what a crowd here today at American Family Field. Chad Patrick's first pitch to Campbell is a bouncer to second base. Couple of hops out to Andrew Monasterio. Sidearms it to first and takes care of Campbell for the first out here in the second inning. Brewers baseball being brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer with great taste at only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Wilyer Abreu, the batter, left-handed hitter. Very talented guy. He was having a good season last year when the Brewers went to Boston. Pitch is in there for a strike on a fastball at the knees, and it's 0-1. Abreu, and then the young prospect Marcelo Mayer is in the on-deck circle. 0-1. He is a little low with a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike on Abreu. That has been a lot of the attention, not just this weekend, with Mayer getting his call-up and making his debut. 1-1 to Abreu. Is a liner into right center field. That's going to drop in there for a base hit for Abreu. That guy can hit. So a 1-out single, and that'll get Mayer to the plate. 2 for 8 in his young big league career so far. Made his debut over the weekend with the Red Sox. He was the number 2 prospect in all of baseball according to Baseball America, number 8 according to MLB.com. Very talented young hitter. Patrick, first pitch is lined down the right field line. This will be extra bases for Mayer. Abreu on the run. He turns second, on his way to third. He'll stop there, and actually doing a really good job of getting over there and cutting that ball off was Cameron before it got into the corner, so it holds Mayer to just a single. And that is a really big play by Daz Cameron. Now you still have a double play opportunity to try to get out of this inning. That looked almost certainly like it was going to be extra bases off the bat. But instead, the Brewers have a little window out of this jam for Chad Patrick now. Here's Trevor Story, the oft-injured, but when healthy, still a very productive hitter. 6 home runs on the year, hitting just .220. Patrick brings home the first pitch. That missed up with the fastball at 94. It's 1-0. Runners on the corners and 1 away here, top of the second inning. It's a 1-0 Brewers lead. Patrick out of the stretch here. Spins and throws to first, and Mayer back in time. Mayer is up because Alex Bregman got hurt over the weekend. Bregman had been playing very well in his first season in Boston, but that injury opened the door for Mayer to be up here. 1-0 pitch to Story is popped up. This is exactly what Patrick was hoping for. Joey Ortiz, the shortstop, in shallow center, makes the catch. Everybody has to stay put. There's 2 away for the former Brewer Abraham Toro. Well, winners of 5 awards, including U.S. Cheese Contest champions. Pine River Cheese Spread's the one that you want on your crackers. Or you're using a brat, maybe? How about that on a Memorial Day? A little jalapeno cheddar or maybe a little spicy beer cheese spread over that using or brat. And then, of course, you got to have some dessert. Today is the day to do it. A pint of Cedar Crest ice cream, maybe the custard, maybe the Ladybug ice cream, the Caramel Collision, all of them work for me. So here's Toro. He's had a nice season. And he's hot at the plate currently. Fouls this one back and out of play. And it's 0-1. Toro in the midst of an 8-game hitting streak. He's hitting .289 on the year, 3 home runs. He's driven in 4. Toro, a switch hitter, hitting lefty against the righty Patrick. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Elevated a fastball. He chased it up and out of the zone. And it's 0-2. Eric Haas doing the catching today for the Crew. Steps in front of the plate, rolls through the signs. No balls and 2 strikes here on Abraham Toro. Red Sox with a threat against Patrick. 0-2 pitch. And he checked on a fastball that missed high at 95. It's 1-2. Red Sox 27-28 coming into this afternoon. Brewers 2 games below 500, 26-28. Very similar records between these two clubs. Patrick out of the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch. Missed away with a cut fastball. Crowd wanted the call, but it was definitely outside. And it's 2-2 on Toro. Toro, a member of the Brewers a couple of years ago. In fact, these two were traded for each other. Chad Patrick and Abraham Toro. That's how the Brewers acquired Chad Patrick. Trade with the Athletics. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the net. It stays at 2-2. Trade that worked out very well for the Brewers because Chad Patrick has been phenomenal. International League Pitcher of the Year in AAA last year. He has been a savior in many ways for the Brewers rotation in 2025. Two pitch. Ground ball, right side. Big hop out to Monasterio. Slings it over to first in time and takes care of Toro. And the Red Sox will strand a pair here in the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of 2. 1-0 Brewers on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction.
Caleb Durbin in a very good place at the plate of late. Had a great series in Pittsburgh. First pitch to him is in there for a strike on a cutter at 92. He went 6 for 16 in that 4-game series in Pittsburgh. 0-1 is a little flare into shallow right. Coming in and making the catch is Abreu. And there's one away. That'll get Eric Haas to the plate. 1-0 Brewers. Only scoring in this one so far. An absolute blast to left center off the bat of Jackson Chourio to lead off the bottom of the first inning. So here's Haas, 219 average, 2 home runs, 4 driven in. Crochet's first pitch to him missed high with a cut fastball. It's 1-0. Reminder from Schneider and their professional truck drivers always give semi-trucks extra room to stop while they're on the road. Haas, a ground ball to third. A couple of hops out to Mayer. Throws across the diamond in time to take care of Haas. 2 outs here in the Brewers half of the second inning. And that'll get Joey Ortiz to the plate. What a great atmosphere here today, Josh. You got the bunting out for Memorial Day. This ballpark is packed to the gills. Beautiful day. Everybody excited to be outside here in Milwaukee. Roof is open as Ortiz takes a fastball at the bottom of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Feels like a start to summer a little bit today, doesn't it?
That's exactly right.
0-1. Ortiz takes high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's perfect because Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer.
It feels like it today. I'm so glad the roof is open and the sun just soaking up the field here today. 1-1. Ortiz takes outside with a fastball at 96, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Memorial Day means it's not allowed to get cold again.
At all. I think it's going to tomorrow.
Not till November.
We'll take it today, though. 2-1. Missed away. 3-1 on Joey Ortiz. Monasterio in the on-deck circle for the Crew. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. This is one of my favorite days all season long. 3-1 pitch. Ortiz took a strike. Fastball at 97 right down the middle. Count is full. It's 3-2. It always just feels a little different when you get in the car and drive down to the ballpark on Memorial Day for day baseball. I had a chance to go around the parking lot a little bit today before the game. I mean, they were tailgating everywhere today. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a cutter down below the zone. Strikes out Ortiz, and Crochet works a 1-2-3 bottom of the second inning. We go to the third.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Only at Z-Bart.
Now, next Brewers giveaway arrives June 7th when the first 25,000 ticketed fans through the gates get a Jackson Churio replica jersey, courtesy of Chevrolet and your local Chevy dealers. Get it at brewers.com/giveaways for those tickets. We go to the third inning. It is 1-0 Crew, and stepping in with the play-by-play, noted Rockies hater, Josh Mauer. Not true at all. Not true at all.
They just have the worst record in baseball.
Hey,
that's
you
all.
were accurate when you said that. You weren't ripping on them.
1-0 Brewers, and it's a 1-1 count on the number 9 batter, David Hamilton, facing Chad Patrick. Top of the third. Patrick got out of a first and third one-out jam last inning unscathed. Hamilton is a speedster. Wind up 1-1. Came through the back door with a cutter. Called strike 1 and 2. David Hamilton's hitting only .203. A couple of homers, he's driven in 5, was originally drafted by the Brewers. Patrick with a 1-2. Way outside, 2-2. Picked him out of Texas back in 2019, and then he was traded over to the Red Sox for Hunter Renfroe back in December of 2021. David Hamilton, now in his second year up in the big leagues with Boston. He'll be followed by the dangerous hitters Jarren Duran and Rafael Devers. From the windup, 2-2. Foul back into the screen. We open this quick 3-game stand. 3 games against the Red Sox, back to the American League East for the Brewers. Their last home series was against the Orioles, and they won 2 of 3. 2-2 again. I think he went. He did. Breaking ball down and in. But David Hamilton could not hold back his hands, and it's a swinging strikeout. That was a cutter way inside. But rung up on the appeal to DJ Rayburn, the third base umpire. That's the second ortho ASAP strikeout for Patrick. First time through the order. You can start healing faster today. Meet with a specialist. Learn more at orthowisconsin.com. And now Jarren Duran, who flew to center to begin the ballgame. 1-0 Brewers. The pitch comes in low. That was a changeup. Very nice first turn through the lineup. Chad Patrick retired 7 of the 9. The 1-0. Duran hits it deep but foul. Right field side. That one hooking well out of play. Loge level, and it's 1-1 on Duran. Third inning brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Jarren Duran waits for the 1-1. Then he takes it low from Patrick, 2-1. Fourth most hits in the American League. 8th most runs batted in. 6th most stolen bases. This guy is a complete player. He is special. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him. Tipped it out away from the lefty. It's 2-2. Hope you had a chance to listen to my interview pregame with Chad Patrick. He's a soft-spoken guy. You can tell that he's getting more and more comfortable in his shoes up here in the major leagues. And excited to pitch on Memorial Day. 2-2 pitch. Down and in. It's full count. Cutter.
I think I talked about this yesterday a little bit with Logan Henderson, Josh, but it's the thing that has stood out to me about these young arms that have come up, especially Patrick and Henderson. Man, do they compete. Every pitch.
3-2. Fouled back. Tried that cutter, and Jarren Duran spoils it over the screen.
Been really impressed with how when adversity is hit in their starts, they've found ways to limit damage, minimize damage, or just get out of an inning altogether.
3-2 again. Outside, he walked him. Fastball. And that is the first free pass that was handed out today by Patrick. So you got the speedster Duran on first, representing the tying run for Rafael Devers.
You know, to me, that's a really hard thing to do for any pitcher, but especially hard for a young pitcher to be able to do that, to slow their heartbeat down and keep their breathing on schedule and get themselves through it by making big pitches. And these guys have shown the ability to do that. That's what stood out to me.
He did it last inning, Chad Patrick did. Devers struck out his first time, takes outside ball 1. It's going to be interesting to see the adjustments that these left-handed Red Sox hitters make the second time they see Chad. And a lot of lefties facing him, as you said earlier, like Duran and like Devers. Devers, one of the best hitters in baseball. 1-0 pitch, ripped foul on the ground. The ball attendant made the play cleanly down that right field line, and the count even 1-1. He had a couple of whoopsies earlier.
See, you're super nice.
You called him out on it. So I figured I'd just give him a little bit of recompense.
In fairness to him, nobody's making those plays. But I appreciate the effort, but it wasn't the most graceful attempt, I guess would be how I would term it.
1 out. Duran got checked on at first. He is a great base stealer. 1-0 Brewers in the third. 1-1 the pitch. Outside. Cutter, he keeps trying to come through the back door to these lefties with that cut fastball, and that's what you got to do. You have to keep it out away from them. If you're going to throw that pitch for a strike, it's going to have to be on the outside corner, because if you miss middle or in, they can hit it a long way. 2-1. There goes Duran. Pitch is a strike. Throw to second by Haas, not in time. A little bit high. Ortiz made a leaping catch, then tried to slap the tag on Jarren Duran, but he was already at the bag. The tying run gets into scoring position on strike 2 to Rafael Devers. Told you he was 6th in the American League in steals. That's the 13th of the year for Duran. Eric Haas giving William Contreras a day to DH. He's the one catching. So the tying run in scoring position, and Devers will use his timeout. Come into this guy at your own peril. The leading RBI collector in the American League is Rafael Devers. 48 already this season. That wide open stance looks menacing. 2-2 pitch. Tried to check on a high fastball. He did. Third base umpire DJ Rayburn says no swing. That looked close. It's a full count though. Yep, think he held back.
Yep, good call.
We get the luxury of a slow motion replay that DJ Rayburn does not. 3-2. Here it comes. Swung on, fouled back. Half swing. Really just barely poked at the ball to stay alive, did Devers. Brewers don't see the Red Sox very much. So Devers, who's been in the big leagues for 9 years now, this is only the 7th game he's ever played against Milwaukee. Duran at second, 1 out. 3-2 again. Down and in, he walked him. Checked his swing on a cutter down near the front foot. So it's back-to-back walks. Now you've got the back-to-back rookies coming up, though, for Patrick with 2 on and 1 out. Narvaez and Campbell. And Haas will go pay Chad Patrick a visit. It's a Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound. They've got dozens of sports betting kiosks, a massive video wall, seating for over 200, full food menu and bar, VIP seating, and more. It's a sports betting paradise. Bet above the rest. Carlos Narvaez, while he's been a good hitter, the Red Sox catcher hitting third on the lineup card for Alex Cora. I think you don't mind that walk there, especially once Duran stole second base. I know Narvaez is hitting well, but let's call it like it is. You'd much rather face him than Rafael Devers.
Yeah, and if you make a mistake to Devers, it's probably leaving the yard. That's just the kind of power that he has, the kind of hitter that he is.
So now Haas behind the plate again. First pitch, a little bit outside, ball 1 with a fastball. This is the part of the order where 3 of the 4 batters are rookies. Narvaez, Christian Campbell, and then Marcelo Mayer after Wilyer Abreu. 1-0 Brewers in the third. The 1-0. Narvaez swings through a cutter. Who's down and away from him, 1-1. Well, here you go, Lane. This is a chance to give another data point to the observation you just made about Chad Patrick competing when he gets into tight spots. Let's see if he can wiggle his way out of another. He did it last inning. 2 on and 1 out in the third. From the stretch, the 1-1. Narvaez tips foul to the backstop. Another cutter. A couple of good pitches to get him ahead 1-2.
One thing he's done today in both jams that he's been in, of course, he got himself out of the second, to be determined if he gets himself out of this third. Get the leadoff man out. If you've got 1 out, when they start to get some base runners, there's just so many different ways you can get yourself out of an inning and minimize it or get out of it clean.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Tied him up with a fastball up and in. And Narvaez becomes the second out of the third with a swinging strikeout. Couple of ortho ASAP Ks in the third, and it'll be up to the rookie Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. That's a great pitch. Fastball at the very top of the strike zone. Might have been a little inside. But with 2 strikes, Narvaez was in swing mode. Christian Campbell grounded out his first time. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Campbell was a 4th-round pick just 2 years ago out of Georgia Tech. He's 22 years old. And coming into the season when he made the big leagues out of spring training, a top 10 prospect in the sport. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball. Placed towards second. Nice play to his left by Monasterio. Plants his feet, throws at Campbell. Andrew Monasterio looking like Bryce Terang over there. Good range. That ball looked like it could find right field.
Texas, this is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
Tri-City is proud to sponsor the 3rd inning. At our hometown bank, you're on the team that's winning. Tri-City, your hometown bank.
Brewers lead 1-0 against Garrett Crochet and the Red Sox as Andre Monasterio leads off the bottom of the 3rd and takes a strike. Fastball 96 miles an hour right at the knees. Monasterio just made a fine play defensively to end the top of the inning. 0-1 line drive towards second on a short hop picked by David Hamilton. And throw to first in time to get Andre. Hamilton decided to wave back, play that off a bounce. If he had charged in, probably could have caught it in the air. No problem, though, for the first out. Crochet, who gave up the home run on the first pitch he threw to this batter, Jackson Churio, today, has been good ever since. And now Jackson faces him for a second time. 1 out on the pitch, swing and a foul. Took another rip at a first ball fastball, and Crochet on the right side, 0-1. Pitch. Fooled him with a breaking ball, and Jackson with a half swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The home run for Churio that opened the series was his 8th of the year. 1 behind Yelich now for the team lead. Time for the Potawatomi Casino Hotel 3-bagger in the 3rd. The pitch is inside, barely on a heater. 1-2. Today's contestant, Alicia Blamenkamp from Greenfield. Crochet sets up on the extreme third base side of the rubber. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a cut fastball. And we're starting to see Garrett Crochet dominate. That's already his 4th strikeout. 2 gone quickly in the 3rd for Isaac Collins. Well, you've still got an out left to work with, Alicia. You would win a Potawatomi prize package if a member of the crew hits triple this inning. Visit WTMJ.com to enter. Collins struck out in the 1st, and he swings and misses again. That cutter has been devastating. 0-1. Collins had a big series in Pittsburgh, and Pat Murphy bats him 2nd in the order for this game today. Pitch down and away, 1-1. The inning brought to you by the Wisconsin Dental Association. No dental insurance but need dental care. The new Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club can save you up to 55% from a statewide network of trusted WDA dentists. The 1-1. Isaac hits it up the middle, and that one sneaks through. Shortstop Story sprinting to his left, couldn't quite get there. Into center it rolls for a base hit for Isaac Collins. And a 2-out single in front of William Contreras. You can join at WDAclub.com. Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club. Third hit for the Brewers. Contreras struck out in the 1st. 1-0 Milwaukee. The pitch is way outside from Crochet. A lunging catch by Narvaez. Last 6 games, Williams only 3 for 20. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Garrett Crochet has only given up more than 2 earned runs in 1 of his first 11 starts. He has been as advertised for the Red Sox. 2-0. High, and it's 3-0. Through that cutter on deck is Rhys Hoskins. There's a lot of talk last year as he was having his breakout season for the MLB worst White Sox. There was talk about Chicago trading him in the year, but they never did. Held on to him. 3-0 pitch. Taken low. Fastball. It's a 4-pitch walk to William Contreras. So after the first two were quickly retired here in this third inning, he goes single walk and bring up Reese Hoskins with a couple of men on base. Walk right in, Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
Josh, I think this outing against Crochet for the Brewers offense, similar to, we talked about this off air beforehand, a little bit like the Friday matchup with Skeens. You're trying to extend every at bat, extend every inning, even if you don't get runs across.
Hoskins swings and misses through a cutter, 0-1.
The more you can make him work, the more you can run the pitch count up, is the sooner you can get him out of the game. And the Brewers have left-handed options on the bench if they go to the bullpen, and there's some righties out there.
Runners at first and second, the 0-1. Breaking ball for a strike. A beautiful breaking ball. That had a ton of horizontal movement. 0-2. Hoskins did single back in the first. Yeah, you've got Yelich, you've got Terang, you've got Frelick all on the bench today. Brewers really with a right-handed heavy lineup against Crochet for as long as he's going to pitch. The Red Sox did make the move to trade for him, of course, in the offseason. It was in December. Gave up a bunch of prospects to Chicago. 1-0 Brewers in the third. Crochet ready, the 0-2. Fly ball to left field is hooking foul. It was deep, but well out of play. Got out in front of that same breaking ball that he had just taken for a strike. That time Reese was ready for it. Collins with above average speed at second. Base hit to the outfield should be able to score him. Crochet with an 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup, and that'll strand a couple of runners. Two more strikeouts. It's already 5 in the outing for Garrett Crochet. It is 1-0 Milwaukee through 3 on the.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Chad Patrick back to work, working with a 1-0 lead against the Red Sox in the series opener on Memorial Day. Wheelier Abreu, second-year big leaguer with some power, is going to lead off. He singled back in the second. Left-handed hitter, right-handed hurler. The first pitch, swing and a miss. Cut fastball out away from him. That's been the recipe for success. I said it last inning. For Chad with that cutter against these lefty boppers, keep it away from them. 0-1. Too far outside with a fastball, 1-1. Red Sox got 2 base runners in each of the previous 2 innings, but none of those 4 scored. The 1-1. Abreu lifts it into left field, falling fast. In comes Collins, sliding forward, makes the catch. Isaac Collins. A foot-first slide as he was sprinting towards the infield, and he just got there in the nick of time. Fine play by Isaac for the first out. Marcelo Mayer, the rookie to the plate. Carbless is a proud partner of the Brewers. Premium ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. Find it at the ballpark or at your local grocery store. Less is more. Mayer takes a strike. Fastball, outer third. A single back in the second for the rookie. He takes low, and it's 1-1. Marcelo Mayer, the 4th overall pick in the draft 4 years ago, when he was a high schooler in the state of California. Swings and taps one, foul back behind the plate, 1-2. Got a changeup. You never think of the Red Sox, or at least for many years, you don't think of the Red Sox as a team that goes with a youth movement like we're seeing out of them this year. Normally they're the ones that go sign the big high-priced free agents. Pitch is high, it's 2-2. But look, I mean, Christian Campbell's playing, Mayer's playing, Narvaez is a rookie. They got 3 rookies in their lineup today, and Abreu's only a second-year player. Hamilton's only a second-year player. Different recipe for the Red Sox. 2-2 pitch, Mayer takes up and away. It's 3-2.
It's really been a different approach in general, philosophically, I feel like, for the Red Sox since the 2019 season. Remember, they won the whole thing in 2018. That's one of the best teams we've seen in the last couple of decades, that 2018 Red Sox team. Then they didn't run it back, didn't have the success in 2019, and then they traded Mookie Betts. And from that point on, they've just run that organization differently than what you were used to in the early 2000s.
Fly ball to left. Isaac Collins is there looking up into the bright sky with that roof open. He makes the catch. 2 fly balls to Isaac, 2 outs. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. One 0 Brewers in the 4th. Chad Patrick looking for a 1-2-3 inning as the struggling Trevor Story comes to the plate. Popped out with a runner at third in the second. He swings and fouls one back. Josh Mauer with Lane Grindle at American Family Field. Ken Sommerfeld, as always, on the controls. Josh and Lane and about 40,000 of our closest friends here today. Great crowd on Memorial Day. Gorgeous afternoon. The 0-1 to Story is very high. 1 ball, 1 strike. They've been keeping track on the video board the amount of dollar hot dogs that have been sold today thus far. 1-1, fouled back by Story. Right straight into the backstop, 1-2. The last I saw, they were up over 20,000 hot dogs that had already been sold.
They showing it in between innings? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, they were. Dollar hot dogs on Memorial Day. What's better than that? 2 out. Again, we're in the 4th. Patrick ahead 1-2 on Story. The pitch down and away on his cutter. Roster move that we talked about in the On Deck show was that DL Hall finally got activated off the injured list. He'd missed the whole season to this point, and he's getting loose in the bullpen. Here in the 4th inning, the 2-2 misses high on a cutter. It's a full count again.
Memorial Day has to be the 2nd biggest hot dog day, right? Behind the 4th of July?
4th of July, for sure.
Yeah. That's got to be number 1, and I would think Memorial Day's maybe number 2.
Labor Day, maybe. But yeah, 3-2 coming. Story took it for a called 3rd strike. Cutter that just came through the front door, flicked the inside edge, and Chad Patrick records a strikeout for 4 scoreless innings here today. Ortho ASAP strikeout number 4, and we'll see if he's going to be done after those.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century, and certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
Sometimes artifacts in the collection at the Hall of Fame could tell multiple stories. This is the earliest known Yankees baseball cap in existence. It tells a story of a very early baseball cap and of a guy who just had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. But there's actually a hidden story inside this cap. There's another name written in the cap. So who's Dolan?
Statewide,
It is up and it's gone!
this is the Brewers Radio Network.
Ball one down in the dirt from Garrett Crochet to Daz Cameron. 1-0 Brewers as we begin the bottom of the fourth inning on this gorgeous Memorial Day Monday. Cameron popped out his first time. Swings and flies one into left. This will be a play for Jaron Duran. Back near the warning track, moving to his left, but he's there to make the catch. A rare start for Daz Cameron here today. Just the third one that he's gotten in nearly a month since he came up to join the Brewers. It's so hard. You're hardly facing live pitching, and then, all right, go out and face Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, one of the hardest jobs in baseball to play every fifth or sixth day.
Caleb Durbin takes a strike. It's 0-1.
We talk about backup catchers a lot with that, but I think the one thing for a backup catcher is your number one job is to impact the game behind the plate.
Pitch outside, 1-1.
So if you go 0 for 4 at the plate, but you catch a good game, you can still feel good about your contribution to the game.
The 1-1. Tipped foul in the box. Durbin behind 1-2.
If you're playing any of the other positions and you're only playing every fifth, sixth, seventh day, you feel a lot of pressure to perform at the plate immediately. That's a hard place to be mentally.
Durbin flew to right his first time. The pitch. Fisted foul back up over the screen on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Here on Memorial Day and every day, Network Health salutes our nation's veterans. Retired veterans can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. 1-2 pitch. Broken bat pop-up. It's right near the pitcher's mound. Crochet's calling for it, and he catches it. Backtracking. Garrett Crochet, about 5 steps behind his mound, was not up in the air very long, so he said, I'm going to grab it, and he did. He killed a bat, and then he caught the pop-up that pitch induced. 2 out for the aforementioned backup catcher normally, Eric Haas. Today's veteran that was honored on the dugout by the Brewers, Sergeant First Class Rick Sisler of Manitowoc. Thank you, Rick. And on this day, above all days, we think about all those who have made the sacrifices to help defend our nation. Ball one missed on Haas. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball, you got it by him. Haas grounded to third back in the second inning. Crochet's 1-1. Called a strike with a cut fastball. It's a very difficult time to be a hitter right now because the shadows with the roof open. On this sunny day, the shadows that the open roof creates have moved just about halfway between the pitcher's mound and home plate. So it's coming out of bright sunlight. The baseball is into dark shadow. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. And a 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Crochet. He has struck out 6 through 4 terrific innings, but Chorio's homer is still the only run. Chad Patrick is going back to the mound for the 5th. 1-0 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Carbless ready-to-drink cocktails are here for your flawless summer. Hey, it's Brad Norton. Drinking Carbless and watching the crew is already a win, but now that combination is about to get a whole lot better. Carbless is offering you a sweet night at the ballpark. Your chance to win 14 tickets with food and drinks included to the July 26th game is just one shopping trip away. From now until the end of May, head to your local retailer and scan the QR code.
play in Toronto, Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys. So when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You got to be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro.
Toro leads off for the Red Sox. Patrick back out there. 70 pitches so far this afternoon, and 71 is through there for a strike. It's 0-1 on Abraham Toro. Toro ground out to end the second inning. That stranded runners on the corners at the time. The 0-1 pitch is a roller foul up the first base line. Quickly 0-2 on Toro. Brewers have had DL Hall getting loose in that bullpen and getting himself ready to go. Brewers would likely look for a little bit of length out of Hall. 0-2 pitch. That's down in the dirt with changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And you've got a switch hitter in Toro, then a couple of lefties. In fact, 3 lefties up after that in Hamilton, Duran, and Devers. So probably getting close to the end of the day for Patrick, one might think. Here's a pitch down and in. Did he go? They appeal to third. He went, says DJ Rayburn. Toro strikes out. It hit him, but he swung at it. It hit him on the back foot. And home plate umpire James Jean said, okay, you got hit by the pitch, but I need to know if you swung at it. So he asked for help from DJ Rayburn. It hit him on the left quad. And Rayburn says he went around. We get a look at the replay. Yeah, I think he probably did. It was close. That's a painful way to strike out for Abraham Toro. 1 away. And now here's David Hamilton. Patrick's first pitch to him is swung on and fouled at the plate, and it's 0-1. I mean, that got him flush. A lot of times on a breaking ball that kind of goes down and in like that, on that back foot, maybe it grazes your foot or your ankle or something like that. 0-1 is a fly ball fouling out of play down the left field line, and it's 0-2 on Hamilton. I mean, that got him flush right on the quad. I don't know that I've seen that. I've seen sometimes too where you offer and it hits you in the, in the forearm maybe. 0-2 pitch is a called third strike. Got him with a cut fastball. Backdoor. Ortho ASAP strikeout. And how about Chad Patrick getting stronger as this game goes along? Patrick has retired now 7 in a row. Back-to-back Ortho ASAP strikeouts. He's got 6 now on the afternoon. And here's Jarren Duran. Pitch is a strike with a cutter, and it's 0-1. His command is as good as it's been all afternoon right now. He's at just 78 pitches. Trying to get himself through this 5th inning. 0-1 pitch to Duran. He is a liner into right field. That is trouble. Going to roll all the way to the wall before Daz Cameron can get to it. Duran will be content with a stand-up double. So Duran with a 2-out double. That's why getting those first 2 guys out at the bottom of this order was so important. And now that's going to be it for Chad Patrick. He will not be allowed the opportunity to face Rafael Devers here. That's going to be long to DL Hall. It's a U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. They're a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. And remind you that when the game is on, turn your notifications off with US Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. DL Hall about to make his season debut with a runner at second. And 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. It is 1.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Graham Slam Burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
Stottlemyre still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
Purchase necessary. Quick Trip and Ferrero are proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
It is 1-0 Brewers here in the top of the 5th inning. There are 2 outs. The speedy Duran at second base for the Red Sox, and the powerful Devers at the plate for Boston, and DL Hall making his 2025 season debut. What a spot for DL Hall to come into here in this one. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch is a check swing in there for a strike anyway. And it's 0-1. Got a slider, caught the low outside corner. Rafael Devers is arguing right now with James Jean. He didn't like the call. 0-1 is the count. Now he's going to take his time out. He's still talking to James Jean. And I don't know how much you can let him do this in the middle of an at-bat like this. It's one thing when the at-bat is over and you have a issue. But turning and looking at the umpire multiple times and calling a timeout almost out of protest. Hall looks back at second. And the 0-1 pitch. Chopper, first base. Big hop to Hoskins. Feeds Hall on the bag. And the Brewers get out of it. DL Hall comes in and cleans up the 5th inning. Great start from Chad Patrick. We are...
If you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. You know, and I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson. And that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
So Rockies is really like where my major league career really took off. You know, it was a special time in my life, 7 years with the team. And this jersey in particular, 2018 postseason patch on it here. So I've always kept all these jerseys with the patch on them because that's what it's all about, is getting to the playoffs and trying to win the championship. You know, the black jersey with the cutoff, not a lot of teams rock the cutoff anymore, but this is a jersey we wore all the time in Colorado.
What a combo! On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
It is a 1-0 Brewers lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. What a job from Chad Patrick, 4 2/3 scoreless today. DL Hall got a big out to get the Brewers through the top of the 5th, and now Joey Ortiz leads off the bottom of the 5th against Crochet, who misses down with a cutter. It's 1-0. Time for a vibe check. A cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Big vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer. The seltzer that passes the vibe check. 1-0 pitch. Here's a ground ball back up the middle and into left center field. Base hit. Joey Ortiz. Big turn at first. He's going to try for 2. Here's the throw. It's late. Aha! Hustle double for Joey Ortiz to lead off the 5th. Nobody in the ballpark thought that was a double off the bat except for Joey Ortiz, who is thinking 2 right out of the box. And the Brewers in business against Crochet with Monasterio at the plate and the Red Sox corner infielders pinching in, anticipating a bunt. Crochet looks back at second, brings the pitch home. It was Monasterio squaring to bunt, pulled the bat back and took a strike. It's 0-1. What a great job of aggressive base running by Joey Ortiz. $75 to the Mac Fund, courtesy of West Spin the Silver Lining for that double. His 5th of the season. And the 0-1. Monasterio bunting again. He bunts it foul behind home plate. And it's 0-2. Andrew unable to get that bunt down.
You know what he did, too? He caught the center fielder, Campbell, totally by surprise. Campbell probably could have thrown him out had he made a strong throw. He just kind of lobbed the ball.
Yeah.
He didn't expect Ortiz to be trying to go.
Nobody thought that was 2, except for Joey. Now a wheel back towards second, and Ortiz back to the bag. Now those are the types of plays that the manager loves. Pat Murphy wants this team to play that style of baseball. Kind of bring the fight to the opposition, so to speak. 0-2 is a liner foul and out of play first base side. And it'll stay 0-2 on Monasterio. He grounded out to second base back in the 3rd. You would take that outcome here. That would get the runner over to 3rd with 1 out. Looking for at least a productive out here out of Monasterio. 0-2 pitch. And a ground ball. Oh, inside the bag at 3rd. And it's going to roll into the corner. Ortiz around 3rd. He will score. Monasterio trading places, standing at second with an RBI double. Brewers lead it 2-0. That just stayed fair over the bag down that 3rd baseline. DJ Rayburn said it was fair. And the Brewers with back-to-back doubles against Crochet here in the bottom of the 5th.
How about that? He couldn't get a bunt down. Gave him a couple of chances to sacrifice, and he couldn't do it, Lane. This one, he said, I'll do you a couple better.
Here's Jackson Churiel as Crochet having to hold the glove over his ear so he can hear the pitch come. Another $75 to the Mac Fund, courtesy of West Spin the Silver Lining. 2 runs on 5 hits so far for the Brewers. The pitch. Jackson, a fly ball foul and out of play first base side. And it's 0-1. Jackson 1 for 2. Had the solo home run back in the 1st. Getting a look at the replay on that ball from Monasterio, just over the corner of the bag. Actually hit fair beyond the bag, too. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Went after a sweeper down and in. It's 0-2. I was really surprised by that on the replay. It actually hit once past the bag in fair territory. I wasn't sure off the bat if that was fair or foul. Rayburn got it right. 0-2 pitch. And that's a called 3rd strike. A really good breaking ball that clipped the outside corner on Jackson. He strikes out looking. 6th strikeout for Crochet. And there's 1 away. Well, the Usingers Fried Bologna Sandwich is back. Talk about a great spring and summer treat right now, and for a limited time, the Usingers Fried Bologna Sandwich is back at your local Cousins. Made just the way you like it. Get them before they're gone at Cousins. Here's Isaac Collins. Crochet's first pitch. Collins takes a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Crochet is at 66 pitches now as he works with a runner at second and 1 out in this 5th. Crochet brings home the pitch, and that caught the outside corner with a fastball. It's 0-2. Now the Brewers have had a great go against Crochet so far today. He has been stingy all year long. 0-2 pitch. Collins took high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And to get him for 2 runs and 5 hits and still going here. Chance for more right here in the 5th inning with a runner at second and 1 away. Crochet's 1-2 pitch is bounced in the dirt. A good block by Narvaez in front of home plate, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-0 Brewers. A little over halfway home here on Memorial Day here in Milwaukee. 2-2 pitch. Collins A liner into center, coming in, though, and making the catch is Campbell. He'll throw back behind the runner at second, and diving back in there safely was Monasterio. That ball was hit very well from Collins, 103 off the bat. But Campbell able to track it down with relative ease. Pretty routine for Campbell, actually. And Monasterio, who I think his initial read was that's going to get into the gap, had started to take some steps toward third, but elected to put the brakes on smartly and hustle his way back into the bag and avoid being doubled off. And now we'll have a trip to the mound for Boston. Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound. They have dozens of sports betting kiosks, a massive video wall, seating for over 200, full food menu and bar, VIP seating and more. It's a sports betting paradise. U.S. Cellular, I should say Potawatomi Sportsbook, bet above the rest. So it'll be William Contreras after Andrew Bailey went out for his chat, the Boston pitching coach. That's a big at bat here. You have a 2-0 lead, but a chance to really give yourself a little margin for error. After the back-to-back doubles to start up this inning, and neither was your typical double. Neither was some line drive into the gap. First pitch to Contreras, swing and a miss at a fastball at 96. It's 0-1. He had the hustle double from Ortiz. The ground ball just over the bag at third for Monasterio. Just the second hit of the season for Andrew. 0-1. And Contreras took down and in with a cut fastball. 1-1 strike the count. Crochet now in the shade himself. 1-1. Way inside. 2-1 strike. The shadows now cutting the infield in half. Just beyond the mound. First base, home plate. Pitcher all in the shade. Second, short. Third, all in the sun. All three outfielders still standing in the sun for the time being. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Trying to pull off a fastball at 97 on the inner half. And it's now 2-2 strikes on Contreras. And Crochet will ask him to roll through the signs one more time. Up to 74 pitches now for Crochet. And if the Red Sox are going to be careful with him like they were in their last start, he probably is getting close to the end of his day. There's no action yet in that Red Sox bullpen, though. 2-2's down and in, and it's 3-2 strikes. Nearly hit Contreras. They only let him go 85 pitches last time out, so it may be a situation where if he gets Contreras, he'll get to go back out in the sixth, but they'll probably have somebody very close to the phone out in that bullpen for the rest of the game at that point. Runner at second is Monasterio. Now Contreras will use his timeout. It is 2-0 Crew. Bottom of the fifth here in Milwaukee. Crochet, the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a cutter in. Contreras strikes out, and the inning is over. But the Brewers get a run, and they do it on back-to-back doubles to start up this bottom of the fifth inning. To the sixth we go, 2-0 Crew on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance. Here at American Family Field, Carlos Narvaez to lead off for the Red Sox. DL Hall, who got the final out in the top of the 5th inning, and finished off the start for Chad Patrick, who went 4 2/3 scoreless today. And Hall out there now for the 6th inning. He will get 3, 4, and 5 to hit here for the Red Sox. First pitch to Narvaez is high, and it's 1-0. Narvaez 0 for 2. Flied to center, also struck out in this game. For Carlos Narvaez, rookie, having a nice season for Boston. And he lifts this one in the air to right. Very playable for Daz Cameron. Coming in and to his left a few steps to make the catch. And there's one away for Christian Campbell. Hey, Brewers fans, win a game day getaway. Enter at brewers.com/exploremn for a chance to win 4 tickets to games in Minneapolis, hotel accommodations, and a $1,500 gift card. It ends May 29th. No purchase necessary. See official rules at brewers.com/exploremn. What was the latest hot dog count we saw? I saw 26,000 last time. Christian Campbell fouls it at the plate, and it's 0-1. Have you seen anything beyond that?
That was the last one that I saw, was getting close to 30,000 purchased.
Oh, it was, okay.
We're probably over that now. I would say it's safe to assume.
0-1 to Campbell. This is hit in the gap right center. It's going to drop in front of Cameron. He gets it on a hop. So holds Christian Campbell to just a single. His first hit of this game. And just the 4th hit of the game for Boston. And now here's Wilyer Abreu. So I had seen 26,734, I think was the last I saw.
That's the one I saw. That's
okay,
what I'm referring to. Because that was, 2 innings ago now?
Yes. And the folks here in Milwaukee seem to be consuming the hot dogs at a pretty good clip over the course of this game. First pitch to Abreu, missed inside, 1-0. That's pretty good, Milwaukee. I mean, that's an impressive feat so far. You think they could get to 40,000 before the end of the game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And Hall will toss to first and Campbell back in time. Now, how are we counting these? Or do we have people with like the umpire clickers at every concession stand and they're counting?
I think it's electronic, baby. You know, every time the cashier rings it up, it's just counted.
The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. He chased a breaking ball down and away from DL Hall. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Abreu.
Goes right into the computer system.
I'm getting some intel right now, actually. Here's the 1-1. Fouled back and out of play, 1-2. I'm being told by my sources that they have turnstiles set up outside the concession stand. If you order a hot dog, you have to go through the turnstile. And that's how they're counting.
Really?
No. Oh. You went for that.
Wait, what?
You were looking at me like, I can't believe this.
You sold it well.
Yeah, that's a total lie. I made it up on my own. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Abreu. Ortho ASAP strikeout for DL Hall. His first of the season. And there's 2 away now for Marcelo Mayer. And don't wait to upgrade your windows and doors, because right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% financing for up to 6 years. Visit PellaWI.com today. So 2 down, runner at first here. Top of the 6th inning. Hall throws to first, and back in time is Campbell. A 2-0 Brewers lead. Brewers happy to have DL Hall back in the mix. And the pitch, a little soft liner, diving, catch made by Joey Ortiz. Oh, man! What a play by Joey! A soft liner, Ortiz had to break to his right, lay out for it, and he just barely made the catch before it hit the ground. Highlight reel from Joey Ortiz. We go to the bottom.
Now that you've settled into the season, Gemini, you are once again capturing the attention of the masses. The crowd might not know all of the dimensions to your game yet, so this is the time to show off your various talents. A quick throw to nab a runner or a well-timed steal will have you winning new fans and dazzling the old ones.
Do such a thing on the television side. Yeah, right.
620 WTMJ.
We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Crochet still out there on the mound for the Red Sox, and Rhys Hoskins to lead things off for the Crew. First pitch to Rhys. He is a little low with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. A 2-0 Brewers lead. Brewers trying to take down Garrett Crochet and the Sox in this first game of the series here today. Cutter missed away. 2 balls and no strikes here on Hoskins. Thing well so far in this game. Good defense, great base running. 2-0 pitch. And that caught the inside corner with a cutter. It's 2-1. And the Brewers pitchers have made big pitches in big spots over the course of this game as well so far, but a long way to go. 2-1. And Hoskins flinched at a fastball down the middle for a strike. It's 2-2. Great crowd on hand here today. Hot dog consumers throughout American Family Field. 2-2 pitch. Hoskins a swing and a miss. He strikes out on a fastball elevated at 97. And Crochet with yet another strikeout here this afternoon. Garrett Crochet, that is strikeout number 8. Second guessing myself for a moment. Here's Daz Cameron, and he takes a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Number 9 for Garrett Crochet. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 1-1 on Cameron. So 9 strikeouts for Crochet, whose strikeout numbers have been down a little bit this year from last year. 1-1. That's over but low with a changeup, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And Crochet's been really effective over the course of this season. Brewers have scratched a couple across against him. This one's popped up foul and out of play, first base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cameron. Scratched across. That was not how they got their first run. Hammered across on the home run from Churio. 2-2 is a rocket foul off the facing of the Red Sox third base dugout. Stays at 2-2 on Daz. Cameron 0 for 2 today. Durbin in the on deck circle. 1 out, nobody on here. Bottom of the 6th inning. A 2-0 Brewers lead. Cameron uses his timeout and steps out of the box. Cameron just 2 for 20 in a Brewers uniform. 2-2, chop foul at the plate. He is down in a heap on one knee, and Cameron in some pain. And he's going to try to walk this off, but he's in a lot of pain right now, as that one got him pretty flush, I think. And now Lee Mayer, the trainer, on his way out to chat. That one straight off the inside of the knee. Whoa. That front knee, there is no muscle, there's nothing there but bone. And he fouled it straight off of it. the front leg. Oh, I think that even got him maybe on the kneecap a little bit. That is a horrible place to foul a pitch off of. And you see that occasionally over the course of the season, and it usually takes quite a while for a guy to get back in the box, if they do, after a foul ball like that. He is crouching down and still walking around. Now, I think the good thing is he is walking, and that is usually a decent sign, because if you have some real damage in there, bone damage, you're probably not walking around at this point. You're still just sitting down and processing everything. So the fact that he is walking it out, and it looks like he's trying to convince himself that he can stay in this game right now, but he'll get some time to figure it out as Crochet makes some warm-up tosses. And he's got the helmet back on. He's going to get back in there. And good for Daz Cameron, because there's nothing fun about what just happened to him. Brewers trainer Lee Mayer leaving the field. And Cameron, with a 2-ball, 2-strike count, is going to get back into the box. Crochet's at 87 pitches. I'm really surprised nobody's up yet in the Red Sox bullpen. Now, they did have a doubleheader Saturday, and so maybe they want to try to get a lengthier start out of Crochet today. 2-2. Fly ball, right center field. Going out is the second baseman, Hamilton. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down.
I think that's exactly it, Lane. In fact, they're talking about potentially trying to do a bullpen game tomorrow. They haven't announced the starting pitcher, and it sounds like they may not have a traditional starter even available tomorrow.
They probably are just out of necessity having to push Crochet a little bit more than they did in his last start. So now here's Durbin. First pitch to Durbin. He's outside. It's 1-0. And look, he's only at 89 pitches. It's not like Crochet's at some high number. It's just this is a different approach than what they had in his last start. 1-0. This is popped up, fouling out of play first base side, and it's 1-1. Now I think your attention goes to, can Daz Cameron go back out in the field in the top of the 7th inning if you're the Crew. 1-1 pitch, down and into Durbin, 2 balls and 1 strike. Probably getting close to the point where you were planning on inserting a Sal Frelick into this game anyway, because you're going to eventually see this Red Sox bullpen.
Yeah, and Sal Frelick's a Gold Glove right fielder. You're going to be protecting a lead.
Lead late. I mean, maybe it's an inning earlier than you were going to. Durbin, a high fly ball into shallow left, very shallow left. Going out is the shortstop, Story. 2 steps in the outfield grass, shading the sun, makes the catch, and the Brewers go down in order in the bottom of the 6th.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right, down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Radio Network.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. That's because their team is always there to protect your dreams.
Two 2-0 Brewers lead the Red Sox. And back on the mic, here's Josh Maurer.
Thank you, Lane. It's top of the 7th inning. Trevor Story leading off, and he takes outside from D.L. Hall. Hall's come in and gotten 4 outs in the 5 batters that he's faced in his season debut. Activated this morning off the injured list. 1-0 pitch. Lined into the gap in left center. Base hit. Trevor Story over to get it. Moving into left center field is Chourio, and that'll hold Story at first. It's a leadoff base hit for the Red Sox. Chad Patrick with the first 4 2/3 innings. 3 hits, 6 strikeouts for Patrick, and Hall has gotten 4 outs ever since. Daz Cameron did come out of the game. As Lane surmised, Sal Frelick takes over defensively and right. Here's Abraham Toro. Pitch is in at the knees for a strike. So Frelick now in there batting 5th. Toro has grounded out and struck out, each of those against Patrick. The pitch. Popped foul down the third baseline. Long run in for the left fielder Collins. That ball drifting into the seats, though. Joey Ortiz made a long run out coming from shortstop. Neither had a play, and it's 0-2. Don't miss George Webb's double play meal deal. 7 cheeseburgers and 2 fries for only $17.99. Win, lose, home or away. Visit GeorgeWebb.com for locations and details. What a day in Milwaukee. Memorial Day, the Brewers lead the Red Sox 2-0 in the 7th. As Patrick and Hall thus far have combined to outpitch the Red Sox ace Garrett Crochet. The 0-2. Toro lines foul on the right side, up and well into the seats. Jackson Chourio hit a home run on the very first pitch of the outing from Crochet. And then an Andrew Monasterio double in the 5th doubled the lead. And the pitchers have made it hold thus far, but Story at first here in the 7th with nobody out. And D.L. Hall will check on him with a pickoff throw, just a lob toss. We've got a sellout crowd, 3rd of the year announced. 40,181 watching. 0-2 poked foul again by Abraham Toro, the former Brewer, into the seats first base side. It remains 0-2. And a sellout in the home opener. Cribbage board giveaway night with this is a sellout as well. The last homestand and now this one. Infield at double play depth. Hall set at the belt. DL's 0-2 again. Hit on the ground towards third. Nice backhanded pick by Durbin. Goes to second for 1, but he had a hard time getting the ball initially out of his glove, and so that's going to be the only out the Brewers can get on the play. Nice pick by Caleb Durbin. Story was just out at second. In fact, he thinks he might have been safe. Red Sox are thinking about a challenge of that call, but they will not. Caleb was double clutching, just trying to get a good enough grip on the baseball to make that throw to Monasterio covering second. If he gets it out of his hand initially, maybe you get a double play out of it. Story was only out going to second base by an eyelash. And Monasterio decided against making a throw to first. So Toro is at first base with 1 away, and Haas, the catcher, goes out to visit DL. You're going to have David Hamilton coming to the plate. Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound. D.L. Hall is stretched out, if you're curious. He had been going multiple innings at the end of his rehab assignment when pitching for AAA Nashville. This is an arm that the Brewers are thrilled to get back, as Lane mentioned. Remember, he battled injuries his entire first season with the Crew last year, but when he was healthy and working in this middle inning, multiple inning relief role, he was great. Rob Refsnyder is going to come up in a pinch hit here for David Hamilton, so they get a right-handed bat. The veteran Rob Refsnyder. 1 on, 1 out. James Jean, our home plate umpire, just informed the Brewers. So David Hamilton, who struck out twice today, is going to be removed in favor of Refsnyder. 2-0 Brewers in the 7th. Refsnyder's hitting .314. He's only played in 18 games. Usually is a platoon guy that faces left-handed pitchers like DL Hall, but he's homered 4 times this year. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. He's driven in 11 runs in his limited action as Rob Refsnyder. DL's got a full beard these days. 1-0 pitch, chopped foul, slider hit right off of the catcher. Eric Haas got hit in an unprotected spot. Now he is smarting. Plate umpire Gene is going to go hand deliver DL a new baseball to buy Eric Haas some time to recover from that. Coming up after the top of the 7th inning, the Brewers with a special rendition of God Bless America that we'll be bringing to you live. We're going to have a Black Hawk helicopter fly over as well. All right, Haas back in his crouch. 1 on, 1 out, 1-1 pitch. Outside on Refsnyder, 2-1. Grant Anderson starting to get loose in the bullpen here for the Brewers in the 7th. The hits even at 5 apiece, but the Brewers have the game's only 2 runs. The 2-1 pitch, Refsnyder takes just a little low. It's a changeup. Good pitch, but he didn't fish after it. 3-1. Fourth year with the Red Sox for Rob Refsnyder. Broke into the big leagues with the Yankees. 3-1. I think he committed. Yes, he did on a breaking ball down low. Appeal to first. Adam Hammery, the umpire, says he swung. Refsnyder didn't agree. He was starting to take off his shin guard and thinking that he'd walked, he was going to run to first base. Now he's got to reattach it. Yeah, he swung. Get a good look at the replay on our monitor, so 3-2. And we'll see whether or not Alex Cora wants to put Abraham Toro into motion here with 1 out. He leads from first. Runner holds, 3-2. Low, and he walked him. So the pinch hitter Refsnyder draws the first walk issued by DL Hall. Now you got the tying runners on base for the 2 most dangerous Boston hitters in Jarren Duran and Rafael Devers. Well, they're both lefties, and so Hall will be in to face them. Toro up to second. Refsnyder reaches first. And Jarren Duran, who's reached base twice today, will bat. 2-0 Brewers, but that's tenuous at the moment. First pitch. Down the middle with a fastball for a strike. Jarren Duran has walked and doubled. He flew out to begin the ballgame. First time he's faced anybody other than Chad Patrick today. DL ready in the 0-1. Down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. This game is also going to be stopped, as every game will in Major League Baseball, coming up in just about a minute for a sport-wide moment of silence. 1-1. Hit on the ground to second base. Monasterio flips to Ortiz. Bullet relay to first. Double play against the speedy Jarren Duran. 4-6-3 to end the inning. Just what the doctor ordered for DL Hall and the Brewers, with 2 on. Duran hits into a twin killing that ends the rally. The Brewers still leading 2-0. Let us join Mark Roberts, our public address announcer.
Major League Baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers and the Boston Red Sox are proud to participate in the National Moment of Remembrance as we pause to honor the brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our country. We ask that you please join us now for a moment of silence as a unified expression of gratitude to the heroes who lost their lives while protecting the freedoms we enjoy today. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us for God Bless America, led by Bob Kozlowski from Brewers Guest Services.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Bob Kozlowski on Memorial Day Monday, and God bless America. Brewers have kept the shutout through 7, leading 2-0 with Crochet going back to work. Back after this.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Brewers batting in the bottom of the 7th with a 2-0 lead, and Eric Haas swings through the first pitch. A cutter from Garrett Crochet, who's still out there, up over 90 pitches. He's been great, but the Brewers' 2 pitchers just a little bit better thus far. 2-0 Milwaukee. Crochet's given up 2 runs and 5 hits, and Haas takes a little bit high. 1-1. Haas has grounded out and struck out. Swings and misses at a breaking ball down at his ankles, but everybody's been swinging through that pitch today. It's been a good one from Crochet, and the count goes to 1-2. Remember, Rob Refsnyder pinch hit for the second baseman Hamilton. That brought about 3 defensive changes. The Red Sox have moved Christian Campbell from center field to second base. 1-2, taken high by Haas. It's 2-2. Jaron Duran then moved from left into center field, and Rob Refsnyder stayed in the game. He is the left fielder. Wind up 2-2. Haas swings, tips it foul, but the catcher Narvaez holds on for strike 3 and double-digit strikeouts for Garrett Crochet. That's his 10th. Second time he's gotten Eric Haas. 7th inning stretch sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Hey, baseball fans, ready to switch up your game? Grab your clubs and head to the island for the ultimate golf getaway. Pitch to Joey Ortiz. Outside corner, called a strike. Choice dates are available early in the week. Book today. Ortiz had that hustle double his last time that set up the game's second run. He takes inside 1-1. He's 1 for 2. And having a very nice 5-game stretch offensively is Joey. He's also been brilliant at shortstop today. How about that relay he just made to double off Jarren Duran to end the top of the inning? 1-1. Outside 2-1. Garrett Whitlock is up in the bullpen for the Red Sox. It's a right-hander. Brewers had Grant Anderson warming earlier. 2-0 Milwaukee, bottom 7, 2-1 pitch, called a strike. Pitch number 101 from Garrett Crochet. 2-2 on Ortiz. I would say that he's been as advertised. Crochet's stuff has been sharp, hard to touch. 2-2. Tipped foul again, held on to by the catcher Carlos Narvaez. Back-to-back strikeout swinging to begin his 7th inning. Haas and Ortiz. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. Two 2-0 Brewers. We're in the bottom of the 7th with 2 out. Josh Mauer and Lane Grindle with producer-engineer Ken Sommerfeld. Sellout crowd mentioned. Watching it on Memorial Day. A foul ball by Monasterio in the box makes it 0-1 on Andrew. The 0-1. Just a little bit inside 1-1. Monasterio had a great game in his start in Pittsburgh on Friday and now has an RBI double today against Garrett Crochet. 1 for 2. 1-1. Outside 2-1. Well, no shackles on Crochet today for the Red Sox. They are letting him go. 105 pitches. Trying to end his day likely with a 1-2-3 7th. He's walked only 1. He's struck out 11. 2-1. Just outside on Monasterio on a cutter. It's 3-1. I mentioned that Grant Anderson was getting up in the top of the 7th, but he's been replaced now in the Brewers bullpen by Abner Uribe. Looks like he'll get the 8th. 3-1. Popped up foul into the seats on the first base side, and we've got a full count. I also mentioned earlier that we're going to have some Blackhawk helicopters. They actually already came. 4 UH-60 Blackhawk helicopters did the flyover today before the game at the end of the national anthem. Out of the 147th Aviation Battalion, Wisconsin Army National Guard. 3-2. Tried to check on a pitch outside, and he did. Ball forward to Monasterio. First base umpire Adam Hammery says no swing, and that will be it for Garrett Crochet. He cannot get through this 7th. Garrett Whitlock is going to come in to face Jackson Chorio with a man on. It's a U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. Proud to support the Brew Crew. When the game is on, don't miss your chance to turn off ringers and cheer for dingers. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
The secret is George Webb's Double Play Meal Deal. 7 crave-worthy cheeseburgers and 2 fries. Available all season long so you can fuel up for every game. George Webb, our kitchen is always cooking.
Right-hander Garrett Whitlock takes over. We've got a runner at first now. That is Andre Monasterio in the bottom of the 7th with 2 out. Whitlock, who has been a member of this Red Sox bullpen since 2021, and generally a very good one. One Garrett replaces another. Crochet is done after 108 pitches. Got him through 6 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits. To this point, the 2 runs, they were each earned. He walked 2 and struck out 11, did Crochet, but he can lose it, cannot win it. And now Whitlock versus Jackson Chourio with Monasterio at first. Now Bryce Terang has run for Monasterio at first. The pitch swung on and popped up. Second baseman Christian Campbell moves over to his left, and 1 step on the outfield grass. Campbell makes the catch. 1 pitch for Whitlock to end the inning. Chourio's 1 for 4 with that first inning leadoff homer. We're going to the 8th, so Terang will come into play.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
We need
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His deep center. It's gone. A walk-off home run.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
2-0 Brewers into the 8th. Bryce Terang is indeed now playing second, and DL Hall is still pitching. Here's Lane Grindle.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. Hall versus Rafael Devers to start up the top of the 8th inning, and the first pitch misses high with a fastball at 94. It's 1-0. Uribe's been getting loose in that Brewers bullpen. This may be the last batter for Hall. Swing and a miss. He went after a fastball away at 93, and it's 1-1. Brewers going to ask Hall to take care of the lefty here in Devers, and then you've got a righty in Narvaez in the on-deck circle. 1-1 pitch. That just missed inside of the slider. Could have been a strike. It's 2-1. You've got another righty behind him in Christian Campbell, so one would assume that Uribe will come in after this batter. Hall looking in. And the 2-1 pitch. That missed a little high. Another close pitch that Hall didn't get the call on. That was a fastball at 93, just a little bit high, and now the count is 3-1 on a dangerous hitter in Rafael Devers. Hall brings home the pitch, and he went after it, pops it up foul, and out of play down the left field line. Count is full on Devers, 3-2. A 2-0 Brewers lead. This has been a great baseball game, great atmosphere. Wonderful weather, the roof open, everything you could want on a Memorial Day afternoon. I'll ask for one more thing. Strikeout of Devers here by DL Hall. DL brings home the 3-2 pitch, and he missed inside and walked him. So a leadoff walk. That's going to be it for DL. Pat Murphy is up out of the dugout, and he's on his way to the mound to take the ball from DL and bring Abner Uribe into this game. It is a U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. They're proud to support the Brew Crew. When the game is on, don't miss your chance to turn off ringers and cheer for dingers. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Uribe coming in. It's a 2-0.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long.
Are prepared to address patients' physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. Your journey awaits at cuw.edu/bucks.
Abner Uribe takes over on the mound for the Crew after DL Hall walked Rafael Devers. Hall, who came in and finished off the 5th inning for Chad Patrick, ended up working 2 1/3, gave up 2 hits, a couple of walks, a strikeout, and is still responsible for Devers, who, of course, as we just told you, at first base. DL right now in the Brewers dugout. He's upset with himself for walking Devers there. But Abner Uribe, who's been one of the most dependable arms in this Brewers bullpen, takes over here. And a big spot for the Crew. Abner worked yesterday against the Pirates, worked an inning, gave up a hit. First pitch to Carlos Narvaez, missed a little high. Ooh, this strike zone getting very conservative all of a sudden for James Jean. Everything on the edges has been deemed a ball here of late in this inning. 1-0 pitch to Narvaez. Abner comes set, and the pitch. And it's a fly ball foul and out of play first base side. And it's 1-1. Abner worked twice in that Pirates series. Yesterday, and he worked it Friday night. He worked an inning 2/3, took the loss in that one. Worked twice in the Baltimore series, so it's been a very heavy workload for Abner of late. Brewers feel like Abner can handle a little heavier workload. 1 ball and 1 strike on Narvaez. And the pitch. Check swing foul over by the Brewers on deck circle. It's 1-2. That was a defensive swing on a sinker that was running clear in. Ooh. And almost hit Narvaez. I don't know how that didn't bust his bat up. The fact that he made any contact at all was a minor miracle. That was coming in at his waistline. 1-2. Abner brings home the pitch, and it missed. Another one that probably is a strike if Haas catches it. That ball was in the strike zone. He's had both pitches deemed balls in this at bat that frankly were strikes. That one definitely was one. Abner brings home the 2-2 pitch. Slider hit into right for a base hit. It'll roll out to Frelick. Going first to third is Devers. And the Red Sox have their best threat since maybe the 2nd inning. Runners on the corners and nobody out here in the 8th inning, and Christian Campbell will be the batter. That was actually a sinker in from Abner. And the way the swing was put into play by Narvaez looked like a little bit of a slider because he had that swing with the intentional approach of going to right field on a sinker that was in. So now runners on the corners, a walk and a base hit. And now a runner for Carlos Narvaez here. It is Connor Wong. So he is at first. And Christian Campbell is the batter. Uribe brings home the pitch, and it's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. I think the frustrating thing about that is you thought you had two other pitches in that at bat that could have been strikes. Feels like it should still be one out and one on with the runner at first base for Boston right now, but you have to move past it if you're the Brewers. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He blew a fastball by him at 98. Elevated in the zone. It's 0-2 on Campbell. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Strikeout would be huge right here for Abner. Uribe. 0-2 pitch. Missed inside with a sinker. And it's 1-2. Today's eighth inning is brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council, representing 9,000 skilled union laborers throughout Wisconsin. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org. That's LIUNA Wisconsin.org. And feel the power. 1-2 pitch. Slider just missed. That one probably did miss. Really good pitch from Abner on a 1-2 count. That one probably a touch out, but he's not getting any borderline calls right now. 2-2 on Campbell. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Hop to Durbin, to second for one, on to first, not in time. Run comes home in the form of Devers. And credit to Campbell for staying out of the double play. There's one away and a runner at first. It's a 2-1 ball game. So credit Campbell with an RBI on the fielder's choice. Was not hit overly hard. The turn by Terang, and Campbell runs well enough. He's just able to stay out of it. Not sure the Brewers could have done much else there. And now Haas is going to come out and chat with Abner Uribe and try to get him dialed in for the rest of this inning. And I'm sure part of the message is, hey, you got the ground ball you were looking for. Couldn't quite turn two, but now you got a runner at first and one out. Chance to get out of this inning, and you still have the lead here. It is still a 2-1 Brewers lead. Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound here by Haas, and Rhys Hoskins going over there for the conversation too. And also probably some of it is, hey, stay calm because you're looking in at James Jean, looking at him like that run was on you. And Abner can get pretty emotional, as we know, Josh. And so I think a really good job by Hoskins and Haas to take the time to come out and chat with Abner and calm him down. So here's Wilyer Abreu. First pitch to him. He is low with a slider. It's 1-0. He had reason to be upset, but in the moment, have to be able to turn the page. As Rob Zastryzny getting loose in the Brewers bullpen. Spinning a throw to first, and back in time is Campbell. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, a refreshing Weiss beer, natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's, flavor of the moment. Abner would love a ground ball and an infielder here. 1-0 pitch, a chopper over Uribe's head. Steps on the bag, does Ortiz, throws to first in time. It's a 6-3 double play. He fielded that ball right on the bag, even had to wait for it for a half second, and still had enough time to turn two. And just what the doctor ordered for Abner Uribe. We go to the bottom of the eighth. Brewers with a 2-1 lead on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Isaac Collins leads off the bottom of the 8th inning for the Crew. A 2-1 Brewers lead. And Garrett Whitlock's first pitch misses outside. It's 1-0. Collins today 1 for 3. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike with a slider. 1-1 on Collins. Collins a base hit back in the 3rd. Brewers glad to see Crochet gone. Now trying to get something done against this Red Sox bullpen. Here's a rocket right at the second baseman Campbell, who squeezes it for the first down. Hit very hard. Man, there's a lot of hard contact off the bat of Isaac Collins right now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Another liner. Struck pretty well, but right at Campbell. And now here's William Contreras. Trevor McGill getting loose in the Brewers bullpen. So the 9th inning presumably will belong to the Brewers closer, as you would expect. Contreras a chopper foul at the third baseline. It's 0-1. William 0 for 2. He did walk back in the 3rd inning. And for Contreras, that makes it an 11-game on-base streak for William. 0-1, swing and a miss at a slider that seemed like it floated in the zone forever. And William came up empty, 0-2. 2-1 Brewers. They've actually been out hit 6-5 by the Red Sox in this game. 0-2 is up and in. And it is a ball and 2 strikes on Contreras. Rhys Hoskins in the on-deck circle. One-two pitch. Missed down and away with a sweeper. And it's even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sellout crowd here today. The 3rd sellout crowd of the season for the Brewers. And they've been treated to a great baseball game. You couldn't ask for a better game than this one has been so far. 2-2s rolled foul. Hit on top of that baseball over by the Red Sox dugout. Stays at 2-2.
And what do you know? Another one-run game for the Brewers.
I mean, this isn't just a this year thing, although it didn't start this year that way. But over the years, we're so used to close baseball games. 2-2's down and away with a slider, and the count is full now. So Contreras has battled back and worked the count full at 3-2.
If it ends this way, that'd be 4 one-run games in a row.
3-2 pitch, and the slider missed high. So Contreras works a walk. Second walk he's worked over the course of the game today. Ortho ASAP. Walk right in. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. And that will get Hoskins to the plate. Brewers have a big network health insurance run over at first base. As Hoskins takes outside 1-0. For a Wisconsin-based health insurance plan, visit networkhealth.com. They have a plan to fit your needs. Whitlock's pitch, breaking ball missed in. And it goes to 2-0 on Hoskins. Brewers trying to make it 2 in a row after winning yesterday in Pittsburgh. An extra run or 2 here in the 8th would go a long way to achieving that. And that pitch just missed a little bit high with a sinker. And it's now 3 balls and no strikes on Hoskins. You'd take a walk here and get that insurance run in scoring position for Frelick. The right-hander Whitlock kicks, delivers, and fills up the zone with a sinker at 95. It's 3-1. Same 2 teams tomorrow night, and then more day baseball Wednesday afternoon for the series finale. There goes the runner. Pitch is fouled out of play, first base side. Contreras will go back to first. And Hoskins will see another pitch at 3-2.
Boy, Reese would like another crack at a pitch like that.
Yeah, you're not kidding. 96, about thigh high down the middle. Reese has been destroying those lately. Pitch, breaking ball, called, third strike. That was a good slider that time from Whitlock. Not much that Reese could do there. Probably looking fastball there as well if you're Hoskins. So he strikes out looking. First strikeout recorded by Whitlock, and now here's Sal Frelick with 2 down and a runner at first. Whitlock spins and throws to first, and Contreras is back in time. Hope you are enjoying family and friends today, and bringing the Brewers along with you wherever you're at. Swing and a miss from Frelick, and it's 0-1. Backyard barbecue. Maybe you're on the golf course, out on the lake. 0-1. Liner back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Contreras turns second, on his way to third. Sal Frelick just kind of reached the bat out there and poked a changeup down below the zone. Back up through the box and into center field for a base hit. So Frelick, who did not start this game, impacting it here in the 8th inning. And now Andrew Bailey is on his way out for a Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound to chat things over with Whitlock before Durbin comes to the plate. And they'll have a conversation here because this is a huge at-bat in this game. If Durbin can deliver here, boy, it changes the entire context of the 9th inning.
Well, he was Mr. 8th inning yesterday in Pittsburgh. Remember that great at-bat against the lefty Baraki. Ended up tying the game with a wall ball 2-run double, which I thought to this point, Lane, was his most impressive at-bat we've seen as a major leaguer.
He's just been so good in late game situations, especially here of late. A little bit of a clutch gene in Caleb Durbin. First pitch to him is a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Nothing goes with baseball like a Usinger brat, the perfect meal for a ball game, especially when served with your favorite award-winning Pine River cheese spread. It's Wisconsin's best. The 0-1 to Durbin. There goes the runner. Pitch is outside. No throw to second. Connor Wong will just eat the baseball. And now second and third for the Crew. And what a base hit to the outfield would do for you right here for Caleb Durbin. Whitlock brings home the pitch. And that missed outside. It goes to 2-1 on Durbin. Yeah, the Pine River cheese spread, the Usingers, and of course the Cedar Crest ice cream or frozen custard, a game day treat. Here's the 2-1. Durbin. Did he check? Yes, he did. They appeal to first. A changeup down and away, and Adam Hammery says he didn't go. It's 3-1. You've got Haas in the on-deck circle with the Brewers pinch hit for him here if Durbin would walk. They'd have to lose the DH in order to do so. 3-1 is outside. Durbin walks. And now the bases are loaded, and it will be Haas to hit. There was an option to maybe let Christian Yelich hit there, but you would have lost the DH. This late in the game, maybe you're okay with that. But now Grant Anderson's starting to get loose just in case Haas loses one here and gives you a comfortable lead. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch to Haas is a sweeper in there for strike 1. Durbin walks, Ortho ASAP, walk right in. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin There is a difference. 0-1 pitch. Haas able to check on a breaking ball away, and it's 1-1. Now, what a moment this would be for Eric Haas. He's had some big swings in the small sample that he's had at the plate over the course of his Brewers career. Definitely has some power. 1-1 is a slow roller up the third baseline. This is trouble. Mayer charging field, throws to first. It's late. Brewers have plated a run on a swinging bunt from Eric Haas with the bases loaded. It is 3-1 Crew. That was trouble from the start. Mayer did everything he could. Haas was through the bag by the time the ball was getting to first. Contreras scores from third. The base is still loaded for Joey Ortiz. That was down and away out of the zone. He just pounded that into the ground off the end of the bat, and it worked out for the Crew. So here's Ortiz, first pitch swinging, a little liner into right, coming in and making a sliding catch is Abreu to end the inning. But the Brewers get a big network health insurance run. They lead it 3-1 as we head to the top of the ninth on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Are the most diverse trade in Wisconsin's construction industry, partnering with over 900 contractors to meet the demand.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Trevor McGill is on for a Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club. Saves opportunity. Save up to 55% on dental care from a network of trusted WDA dentists. It is a 3-1 Brewers lead, a big insurance run pushed across by the Crew in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now McGill trying to slam the door and help the Brewers take this series opener here this afternoon on Memorial Day here in Milwaukee. Trevor has been very good this year. Making his 22nd appearance. He's 0-2 with a 2.08 ERA. 9 saves and 10 tries for Trevor McGill. Taking over the closer spot for the Crew this year. He worked yesterday in Pittsburgh. A couple of strikeouts, collecting his 9th save. First pitch to Marcelo Mayer is hit foul down the left field line and out of play. It's 0-1. Brewers who played a pretty complete game, all things considered, here today. Facing one of the toughest pitchers in baseball. Got him for 2 runs today in Garrett Crochet. That curveball missed low. And it's 1-1 now on Mayer. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Missed down and in with a curve. 2-1 on Mayer. They'll throw that baseball out of play, and a new one thrown out to Trevor McGill. Mayer today is 1 for 3. And the 2-1 from McGill. Swing and a foul right at the plate. And it's 2-2. Mayer, Story, Toro scheduled to hit against McGill here. A 2-run lead to protect for the Crew. Brewers took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first when Churio led off with a home run. They have not trailed. 2-2 pitch. And checked on a curveball low. And the count goes full on Mayer. 3-2 is the count. Mayer adjusts his helmet, steps out for a moment, and now digs back in. Left-handed hitter against the righty McGill. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball foul up the first baseline. We do it again at 3-2. For Trevor, he worked a couple of times in that Pittsburgh series. Worked Thursday night, got the save. Worked Sunday, got the save. Did not work in the 2 games in between. Worked twice in the Baltimore series, so he's worked a lot of late as well, as has most of this bullpen. Three-2 pitch. Ground ball to first. Backing up is Hoskins. Fields flips to McGill, covering the bag. There's one away. That'll get Trevor Story to the plate. Brewers looking for win number 27 on the year. Get to within a game of 500 if they can get these final 2 outs. Brewers have been very good at home. 15-10 at home. And in the driver's seat right now in this one. First pitch to Story is a fly ball foul out of play right field. It's 0-1. Story 1 for 3. Base hit to lead off the 7th inning against D.L. Hall. Double play ball got the Brewers out of that inning with no damage done. 0-1 is just a touch high with a fastball at 99. And it's a ball and a strike here on Trevor Story. Former Colorado Rocky, big signing a couple of years ago for the Red Sox. He has just not been able to stay healthy. And the 1-1 pitch. That missed a touch high with a fastball. And it's 2 balls and no strikes, and Trevor's going to blame that on the baseball. He throws that one out. Give me a new one. I don't know that there's anybody I enjoy watching throw a baseball out of play more than Trevor McGill. He just seems so angry at the ball. 2-1. He is popped up foul back behind home plate and out of play, and now it's 2-2. You know, a lot of guys just kind of casually toss it aside. He like spikes it down like, you disobeyed me, baseball. Kind of Happy Gilmore. Are you too good for your home? Are you too good for the strike zone? Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to see you anymore. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Trevor Story. 1 out, nobody on here, top of the 9th inning. A 3-1 Brewers lead. McGill looking in. And the 2-2 pitch. Missed high. 3-2. Another fastball. He's missing up a little bit with that fastball right now is Trevor. He's only shown him the curveball once in this at bat. 3-2 pitch. And that one missed just a touch low. Whew. That was a very borderline pitch. Trevor wanted the call. He didn't get it, and he walks Trevor Story. So that'll get the tying run to the plate in Abraham Toro.
101 miles an hour. I don't know how you take that pitch, to be honest with you.
You don't see it? That's how you take it?
You guess. I guess it's low.
You don't see the ball. It's 101. You hear it go by. William Contreras out there to talk with McGill here. Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound and talk things over. Here's the good news for the Brewers. You're facing the bottom of the order. You've got Toro now and then Ref Snyder in the on-deck circle. But then some trouble looms after that, so it would behoove Trevor McGill to take care of these next two batters and put this game in the books for the Crew. Ground ball to first. Hoskins fields. Now he's just going to go to the bag himself and retire Toro for the second out. He had thoughts of going to second and trying to start up a double play, but he kind of stumbled a little bit when he first fielded the ball, and he had no margin for error if he was going to turn two. It was hit hard enough to probably do it, but if you throw that ball away or you make a bad throw, it can really get the inning going sideways in a hurry. So now, 2 outs, runner at second, and here's Rob Refsnyder. He's the last chance for Boston. And the fans here at American Family Field on this Memorial Day all get to their feet. McGill, first pitch. And it didn't matter. He checked, but it was a curveball for a called strike, 0-1. So he starts him off with that knuckle curve. McGill looking for his 10th save of the season. 0-1 pitch. And he checked on a pitch that missed high with a fastball. 1-1. Let's go Brewers, starting to break out throughout the ballpark here at American Family Field. McGill looking in. Here's the 1-1 to Refsnyder. Curveball missed high. Man, that strike zone has gotten really tight over the last couple of innings. That's not egregious. I mean, that very well could be called a ball, but just everything on the edge has gone in that direction. 2-1 on Refsnyder. McGill from the stretch, the pitch. And a fly ball foul and out of play. First base side. And now the Red Sox down to their last strike. It's 2-2. 3-1. Brewers lead it. They've out hit the Red Sox 7-6 in this game. Jaron Duran is in the on deck circle for Boston. Refsnyder, right-handed hitter, looking out at McGill. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play, first base side. And the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1-0-1 on that fastball from Trevor McGill. 1-0-1 about belt high, right down the middle, just challenging him at this point. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball fouling out of play, first base side again. And again, 100 miles an hour. I don't know if I've ever seen Trevor this consistently hit 100. A lot of times he'll hit 100, but there's a lot of 99s or 98s in there. He is triple digits on almost every single fastball right now. He is fired up. 2-2 pitch. Curveball down in the dirt. Good block by Haas. And the count is full on Refsnyder. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this is the guy McGill wants to get. He'd much rather come after Refsnyder right here than allow Duran to come up representing the go-ahead run. So expect a challenge of Refsnyder on this pitch. Here's the 3-2. Curveball down. And he took it for ball 4. So now a couple of walks in the inning for Trevor McGill. And it's first and second with 2 down. And now the dangerous Jaron Duran, who had a 4-hit day yesterday, comes to the plate. Duran is 1 for 3 in this game. There will be a pinch runner for Refsnyder over at first. Is Cedon Rafaela. So he is at first base. A little bit more speed for the Red Sox. That is the tying run at first for Boston. So now you have the dangerous part of this order. Duran and Devers in the on-deck circle. A couple of lefties that can hurt you. McGill, first pitch to Duran, is low with a curveball, and it's 1-0. And the command just not quite as dialed in for Trevor as we've seen in the past. These aren't bad misses, but hasn't been able to get ahead as consistently as he'd like. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 99. Up and out of the zone. He went after it And it's 1-1. McGill looking in. And the 1-1 pitch to Duran. That missed up and away with a fastball, just 97 that time. He goes to 2-1 on Duran. Trevor has thrown 25 pitches in this inning after working yesterday. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him at 100. It is 2-2. I might live right there again if I'm Trevor. Duran's gone after that elevated fastball over the plate twice, and he hasn't come close to touching it. Duran uses his timeout, gets back into the box. McGill out of the stretch, looking in. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled back into the net. We'll do it again at 2-2. Fastball at 100. That time about knee high, and Duran was able to get the bat to it. Get his eyes back down a little bit. Maybe you try to come back up again. That is where McGill's had success against him so far in this at bat. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 101. And Duran had it timed up pretty good. Fouled it straight back. That was about belt high. I don't think that was quite as up as Trevor wanted it to be. Still have a pitch to work with here on a 2-2 count if you're McGill. Here it comes. And a little liner into right. Coming in is Frelick. Has to let it drop in front of him. Story around third. He's going to score. The throw goes to second. Rafaela slides into third. They've got runners on the corners at a one-run ball game. It's 3-2 Crew. Tying run is 90 feet away, and Rafael Devers is going to come to the plate for Boston. Duran with a little flare into right. It was not hit overly hard, but he fit it in there in front of Frelick. And now you've got the tying run 90 feet away. You've got great speed at first with Duran. And against McGill, always a chance he might try to swipe a bag. Brewers, I think, are just going to walk Rafael Devers. They don't want to face him. So they're going to intentionally walk Devers. That'll load the bases. And that'll get Connor Wong to the plate. And that makes sense. It does put the go-ahead run in scoring position. But you'd much rather face Connor Wong, a right-handed hitter, than Rafael Devers from the left side in this spot if you're Trevor McGill. So the base is loaded. And here's Connor Wong. First pitch is high. Fastball at 100. And it's 1-0. Now you have no margin for error. That's the only problem. You have nowhere to put Connor Wong. You have to come after him. 1-0 pitch. And that missed low with a curveball. 2 balls and no strikes. And danger zone right now for Trevor McGill. Wong probably will be sitting on a fastball here. 2-0 pitch. Fastball right through there. Took a little something off that one at 99. And it's 2-1. This is a lengthy inning for Trevor McGill. 32 pitches now for McGill. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him at 99. He had no chance against that one. And now it's 2-2. I think I'd come right after him again with another fastball. McGill has had plenty of velo over the course of this afternoon. Take your chances against Connor Wong with the bases loaded here. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball right field, playable. Sal Frelick calling for it. Camping underneath of it. He squeezes it. The Brewers survive a rocky ninth inning. And they hold on to win game 1 of this 3-game series over the Red Sox by a final of 3-2. The Red Sox will leave the bases loaded in the top of the ninth inning as the Brewers win a great ball game here on a Memorial Day afternoon in Milwaukee. And they've taken the first game of this series 3-2 over Boston. There have been 55 games played in the season so far in 2025, and that's one of the classics I think we've seen so far this year. Brewers win it 3-2.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And DL Hall, activated only a couple of hours before the game, makes his season debut and gets a win in relief of Chad Patrick. So Hall is 1-0, but Patrick a big tip of the cap, about 4 2/3 scoreless innings. Meanwhile, Crochet pitched well but took the loss. He had 11 strikeouts but falls to 4-4. And Trevor McGill survives the nearly 35-pitch ninth inning and gets his 10th save in 11 chances. Time of the game, 2 hours, 43 minutes in front of the third sellout of this season at American Family Field. 40,181 watched it, and there were almost that many hot dogs purchased here.
How many? What was the count? Did we get the count?
I'm guessing.